You have been living in heaven for many years. Now, it's time for reincarceration. So, which country will you choose? Will it be the one with best food in the world, or the one with the best education system? Or maybe the one where you can have a sunset walk? Let's find out in this new episode of Stats to Analyze. The first consideration for most of us would be money, so let's begin with the countries having most per capita income. Let's begin with defining the axis. The flags of the countries are on the left side of the screen, the name of the country is written inside the bar, and the color coding is done as per their continents, which are again written below the header. And we have also excluded the countries with smaller population. Now coming back, the list is dominated by the countries of Asia. And, as of now, the top 3 countries by most per capita income are Qatar, the Luxembourg, and the Singapore. Now, what is more important than money? Maybe living a healthy life. Because living a despicable life, full of diseases and pollution, is not worth all the money. So, let's begin with our next bar's race, by healthy life expectancy. The list began with dominance of Southeast Asian countries, and rest is filled by mostly European countries, especially the Nordic. But, as the average salary and Western influence increased, traditions started to disappear, and so is their healthy lifestyle. And, as of now, the top 3 countries by the healthy life expectancy are Switzerland, Singapore, and Israel. After that, the next thing to consider will be social support. We all are social animals, and this social support is one of the main index, which can't be ignored. So, let's begin our next bar's race of countries by social support. Iceland, Finland, Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. This is not the list of those countries which have only dominated the list, but these are those 5 countries which are often termed as Nordic countries. And, even by the end of 2020, the list is completely dominated by Nordic countries. Top 3 countries by social support are Iceland, Finland, and the Norway. But, what can be better than a place where people living next to you are the most generous in the world? So, this index can't be excluded as well. As soon as the bars start to race each other, we can't help but notice that the list is completely dominated by the countries of Southeast Asia. Few Nordic, European, and African countries might come and go, but if you are asking for the most generous people in the world, then your answer is Southeast Asia. And, by 2020, most generous countries in the world are Myanmar, Indonesia, and Haiti. Now, what if people are generous? Money is good, but you don't get to make your life decisions. So, the index of freedom to make life choices can't be ignored as well. Again, the list is completely dominated by the Nordic countries. This bar's race is particularly important not because our lives are completely dependent upon it, but also because it exhibits the incredible Central Asian gem, the Uzbekistan, a country which deserves a video of its own. Now, by 2020, the top 3 countries by freedom to make life decisions are Uzbekistan, the Cambodia, and the Canada. All this will literally go in vain if the country you are living in is full of corruption. So, the next index has to be the perception of corruption. I feel there is no need to point out again that the list is again dominated by the Nordic countries. Almost half of the list is always filled from countries from Europe, no matter what year you are looking at. And, by the end of 2020, the top 3 countries by the least perception of corruption are Singapore, the Denmark, and the Rwanda. If we sum all of these indexes all together, and take up their average, to find a country with the mix of all of these characteristics, then, it is called World Happiness Index. Let's watch this bars race peacefully without the annoying commentary. This looks like a list of Nordic countries and their neighbors, along with New Zealand and Canada. As of 2020, the best countries to be born in are Finland, Denmark, and the Switzerland. Even if we look at some other global index, such as the Better Life Index, the Human Development Index, the Satisfaction with Life Index, and the Social Progress Index, the answer remains same. So, when the time will come, and God asks about your decision, then you can confidently request to be reborn in any of these countries. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more.